Ladies and gentlemen, there is this photo which is trending in Kenya right now. The photo you are seeing on your screen. That photo was taken earlier today in the morning. I want us to discuss that photo because it's significant politically speaking and it's already causing serious political panic in Kenya Kwanza. Let me just take you through the people in that photo so that you can understand why it's significant. You can see Eugene Wamalwa there. You can see Rigathi Gachagua. You can see Karua there. You can see Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka there. You can see Fred Okengo Matiang'i for the first time in that photo. You can see Mukhisa Kituyi in that photo. At the back there, you can see Mithika Linturi. You can see Justine Muturi. And the other guy who should have been at the front because it's a bit shorter is called Saitoti Torime, who is the Jubilee chairperson. The question is, can this team defeat William Ruto in 2027? Another thing to note from this photo is the absence of one man, Jeremiah Kioni. Why do you think Jeremiah Kioni is missing from this photo? The truth is, Jeremiah Kioni has never shared a platform with Rigathi Gachagua. I want us to analyze that meeting because the meeting is significant politically speaking. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two. Click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to a post by Rigathi Gachagua, because he posted something. Rigathi Gachagua is saying here, the team to liberate Kenya gets bigger every day. Welcome Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Honorable JB Muturi, Honorable Mithika Linturi. You are on the right side of history. Can Rigathi Gachagua liberate the country? That's the question I want to ask. The answer to that question is yes and no. But I want us to focus on this meeting. And let us begin by asking ourselves a simple question. Will this group agree to a single candidate? Because if you are keen, this team has the potential of sending William Ruto home. They have several challenges. One of the challenges is who will agree to step down. Let me begin by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka has been a presidential candidate. He's been a running mate. In the last election, he never contested. He was not a running mate. He supported Raila Odinga. Right now, if Kalonzo Musyoka were not to run, I doubt if he will still be able to control how the canvas will chart their political path. And that is a huge political challenge for the team. And assuming they settle on Kalonzo Musyoka, can Kalonzo Musyoka win? Maybe that's a topic for another day. The other person there the other person of interest there is Karua. Can Karua agree not to run? And if he were to agree not to run, which role will she agree to play? Because Karua was Raila Odinga's running mate in the last election. Personally, I strongly believe that Karua did not deliver votes to Raila Odinga. The votes from the mountain were either those who believe in Raila Odinga And most of them were actually those who believed on Uhuru Kenyatta. The truth is, even Uhuru Kenyatta did not endorse or support the choice of Karua, but Raila Odinga gave in to the women. Karua has been talking of the women card of late. Can she agree to take up another role? Maybe she can agree. The other person there is Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Matiang'i can clearly, in my view, become the president of the Republic of Kenya. But if you look at that photo, he's the only guy who is coming from outside. The rest have been in politics. He was a cabinet secretary, currently working with the World Bank. The right choice for Kenya. Of course, Matiang'i is the biggest threat for William Ruto, considering the fact that there is that Western Alliance factor. For Rigathi Gachagua, he has made it very clear that for him, he doesn't have any problem not running. He can give space for anybody. If anything, William Ruto plans to stop Rigathi Gachagua from running, just the way Sonko, Waititu, and the rest were stopped. So which means in that team, Muturi, I'm not sure whether Muturi will be running. I'm not sure whether Mithika will be running. Jerome may be representing Jubilee Party. The biggest question, who amongst them can agree to step down? If they can agree to step down, the good for them. Let me take you to the second part, the game of numbers. If you look at this team, and I think I have some figures here. If you look at this team, and this is why William Ruto will not sleep tonight. Game of numbers, because politics is a game of numbers, favors this team. They can easily win the presidency first round. Let me just take you through some numbers here. We have now there Uhuru in the name of Tirome. We have Muturi, Mithika, Karua, Rigathi. 5 key players from the mountain, consolidating the mountain. And the fact that the mountain is currently very angry and bitter with William Ruto. If you are to look at the facts and figures, you'll realize Nyeri alone has 481,000 votes, Kirinyaga 376,000, Muranga 620, Kiambu 1.2 million, Nyandarua 361,000, Embu 334,000, Tharaka Nithi 231,000, Meru 772. That as per the last voter registration. That's huge. Then Kalonzo will bring, because Kalonzo will automatically consolidate the Kamba votes. He will come with the Kituyi 532, Machakos 687, Makwiny 479. Any camp with that number has a head start, because those figures are already over 5 million votes. You go to Nairobi, because Nairobi is not there. You go to Nairobi, then you go to Nakuru. Ruto has a very big problem. Then you'll add the ones for Matiang'i there. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me if this team cannot defeat Ruto. They only need to unite. And they also need to ensure that rigging does not happen. So that's the second thing. The third thing I'm asking myself is, can they generate euphoria? Because it's normally possible to generate a euphoria. and ride on it. Uhuru and Ruto used the ICC to create euphoria. Kibaki used yote yawezekana bila Moi. Ruto used the hustler and of course a bit of reggae. Currently, there is this call, Ruto must go, which is serious. Can they sustain it up to the next election? Or will they be able to come up with something? So if this team can come up with a euphoria which can sweep the country, they'll be able to send Ruto home. Who can they use to create that euphoria? That's why I still insist that Matiang'i is the right person, because he is the only fresh blood in that team. The fourth is the Gen Z factor. If you look at this team, who is the face of the Gen Zs? We agree Gen Zs told Kenyans that they are faceless, they are leaderless, and tribeless. But who is representing the interest of the Gen Zs in this team? At some point, they brought Morara Kebaso, but Morara Kebaso is clearly a man on a mission. How can they incorporate the Gen Zs? Because the Gen Zs in Kenya, if they're not incorporated, can really deal this team a major political blow. They have the numbers. They are now aware politically, more aware than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, allow me to give a huge shout out to our today's sponsor, Carotex Computers. If you are looking for reliable and quality computers and accessories, then Carotex Computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and a variety of computer accessories. They are located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, Meza 9, first floor, room number 7, unit 3. They also deliver nationwide, which means you can conveniently place your order through their website, which you are seeing on your screen there, and also pinned in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, the last point is the past history of the people in that photo. Eugene Wamalwa has been a cabinet secretary, which means he's been part of the government. Rigathi Gachagua was a DO during the Moi era, a deputy president. Karua has been a cabinet secretary. She has that 2007 Kibaki rigging. Kalonzo Musyoka has been, I think, in this team has been one of the longest in politics. Matiang'i has served as a cabinet secretary. Mukhisa Kituyi has served as a minister. The two gentlemen there, a minister for agriculture, attorney general. Tirome has been PS for planning. And because of that history, it's going to be possible for someone to link them to the past. But how can they frame their campaign to represent the future of the country? Ladies and gentlemen, let us wait and see how things are going to unfold moving forward. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.